All right, Twin 6000. This one has gin pins. So for this lock, I'm going to be using a 3D printed holder to make it a little bit easier on myself. And then since it has a sidebar, I only need one wrench. All right, let's get started. Just need to get the top pins a little bit out of the milling, and then I can proceed to the sidebar. Actually, a little bit into the milling. 2, 3. All right, now that's sidebar 4, sidebar 3. Now I need to go to sidebar 5. Okay, that one's not binding. Need to be really precise about this. That's 5, 4, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there we go. Let's just check these top pins again. All right, a little bit more on 3, more on 6, more on 5. Okay, now back to the sidebar again. S2, yeah, that's good. S1, doesn't quite want to stay. Let's check these top pins again. That's 6 and 5. That's good. 3, 4, 5. Okay, pin 6 still needs to move. 5, 4, 3. There we go, got a little bit of a false set there. Let's check. S2 is still set. All right, now S1. Come on. There we go. That's the whole sidebar should be done. I did get a little bit of counter rotation. Yep, that feels good. All right, so now make sure everything's in the milling, and then I will proceed to actually picking. All right, starting with pin 1. That's pin 1. Is that pin 1? That's not pin 1. That's pin 1. All right, pin 2. 1's still set, 2's good. 3's no milling, so it'll need to be set a whole bunch. 1's still good. 2's still good. 3's good. Let's go to 4. I think 4 is good. Let's check 1, 2, 3 again. All right, 5. But I think 5's good. Again, hit 3 there just to make sure. Now 4's unset again. That should be 4 if 3 is not blocking it. Unfortunately, it is. All right, that's 3 again. And 4 feels a little bit better this time. Okay, 5 I think feels good. And on to pin 6. Okay, I think that's pin 6. 1, 2. Gonna need to hit 3 there a lot. 6 is still good. I think 5 is still good. I think 4 is good. I'm not quite sure what I'm getting hung up on. Let's check the sidebar. Yeah, sidebar still feels good. All right, still a little bit more here. Pin 6 is definitely set. Pin 5 might not be. I think pin 4 is. Pin 3 is good. Pin 2 is good, and pin 1 is good. All right, let's go to 5. I'm expecting to probably have to drop 3 again because the lack of milling means it binds up at a really awkward time. Let's see here, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm not quite sure what's holding me up here. Is the sidebar still good? Yeah, it's still good. Okay, I think it's 4. 4 feels a little bit stiffer there. Make sure to get 6 set up back there before I go to 3. Huh, that's very weird. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 didn't really set there. All right, so that's 4. But when I lift 3 out of the way, it's holding it up just a bit. See if I can be more delicate about that. Now I've dropped 5 again. I'm just ping-ponging all over the place here. All right, that felt really good. Let's go back to 3. No, that's good. 4. 5 feels almost set. I'm not quite sure. That's definitely 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, little clicks there. That's progress. There we go, and open. All right. So take that off. And then in order to gut this, I'm actually going to use this 3D printed tool here, which should help me dump all the top pins very easily. So the first thing I'm going to do is make sure to pull this without dropping the springs. All right. There's that. And then now I can dump out all of the pins at the same time. And since they're fully constrained, there's no way for the pins to change orientation. You can see that all the gins are in the correct orientation. So I can now put that down and then continue disassembling the rest of the lock. All right, I'm going to use the key to hold the side pins in place. And you can see that we have the cutout for the sidebar. Next, we can look at the sidebar itself. You can see here we have the expected bitting. Can pull out the incredibly obnoxious sidebar springs. And now we're good to remove the side pins themselves. course, all of these are going to be identical to each other. But you can see we have the true gate in the middle and the false gates on the sides. And then we just need to get the side pin springs out. Finally, you can see that we have the expected countermilling in the plug for gins, except for chamber 3, which is empty. All right, and that is Assa Twin 6000.